tail such that it comes together. Okay, anyways, P and Q are the vectors that is separated with angle theta. And if I have to get the resultant for these two vectors, what I need to do is I have to draw parallelogram. Okay, I will just extend this line. I will draw a line parallel to this P and starting from here also of same length. Okay, and another line like this parallel to this line and of same length. Okay, now let me mark it as A, B, C, D. Now that I have completed a parallelogram here. The law states that if you have two forces separated by angle theta, then the resultant of these two forces are the resultant is the diagonal of this parallelogram. Okay, this is your resultant R, and definitely R is going to have an angle which is somewhat inclined with your one of the vectors, let it be alpha. Okay, and the law also provides us an expression like the magnitude of your resultant is root of magnitude of vector P, or the magnitude of force P square plus Q square plus 2PQ and the cosine taken for the angular separation theta. Okay, and your angle, okay, the inclination of your resultant with respect to one of this vector, one of the given vectors P or Q, let it be P. Tan alpha is equal to, what is tan alpha? If I need to take tan or any trigonometric quantities, I need to have one right triangle drawn here. So I am going to take a right triangle here. You can see a green right triangle. Okay, and let this point be ABCD, let this be E. Okay, and in this triangle, what is tan alpha? Tan alpha is tan alpha in this big triangle AEC. Okay, tan alpha is CE divided by AE. Okay, and CE divided by AE can be splitted like AB plus BE. Now what's the value for CE and BE? CE and BE. Okay, I have to draw, or I have to take this triangle BEC. Please take the triangle BEC. In this triangle, I can have this angle as theta. Why? Because AD and BC are parallel. So this included angle will be also equal, that is DAB will be equal to angle CBE. Okay, so I can write this as theta, and in triangle BEC, what is sine theta? Sine theta is opposite side is EC. EC divided by hypotenuse is side opposite to right angle. This is your right angle, so the hypotenuse becomes BC. And from here EC or CE becomes CE is equal to BC sin theta, or CE is equal to, what is BC? BC is your vector Q, so Q sin theta. And from here, from the same triangle, cos theta is equal to BE by BC, and BE is equal to BC cos theta, isn't it? See, cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is BE by BC. Now BE equal to BC cos theta. So what is BC now? BC is again, yes, Q cos theta. So substituting our CE and BE here, we will get Q sin theta divided by, what is AB? AB is your vector P plus Q cos theta. So this is your expression for tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Okay, and remember, this alpha is the angle with respect to P. Angle with respect to P. So this is the angle with respect to P. Okay. Why I am stressing it? Because You can also have another inclination here, that is R is also inclined to Q. Send it, R is also inclined to Q, which means let it be beta, okay, and then you cannot use this equation, okay. Why? Because we have derived this angle alpha with respect to the side, with respect to P only we derived this equation. Now with respect to Q, anyway I am not going to derive it, I will just simply say what is tan beta. It follows the same steps only. What is tan beta means, we can just take the analogy, like for alpha it starts from Q, isn't it, the opposite side, isn't it. So for beta we have to start from this side, which is the opposite side, CD, that is P. So we have to start from P, that is P sin theta divided by Q plus P cos theta. So this is the inclination with respect to Q. Okay, if you need to find the inclination for the resultant with respect to Q, you start from P sin theta divided by Q plus P cos theta. If you want to find the inclination with respect to P, you have to start from Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Okay, now let's do one problem. So this is the question. Two forces of magnitude 20 Newton and 40 Newton are acting on a particle such that the angle between them is 60 degree. If both these forces are acting away from the particle, calculate the resultant and find its direction. So this is a very direct question, that is two forces 20 and 40 are given. So your magnitude for force number 1 P is 20 Newton and for force number 2 its magnitude is 40 Newton. You just need to apply in this equation. The values of P and Q can be directly given and do in your calculator itself. But before using your calculator, you have to make sure that your calculator is set in degree mode. Okay, because the question here they have asked that the angle here is in degree mode, 60 degree. They have not given it in radians mode. Okay, so whether if the question is in degree mode, make sure that your calculator is set in degree mode. Why? Because students usually forget to change the mode, okay, to degree to radian etc. They usually forget to change. So their answer will get wrong. That is why I am specifying, whenever you take your calculator, you must think which is the mode, okay, and accordingly you have to change, okay. So 29.47 is your resultant magnitude. Now we have to find the direction also, find its direction, okay. So direction can be found with respect to any of the vectors. So if the resultant angle is found with respect to P, then you have to start from Q, okay. So tan alpha equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Just substitute the values and get your value for the fraction, which is 0.866. Once you take the tan inverse for this, you get 40.89 degree, okay, and that's it. So let's move on to next question. The greatest and least resultants of two forces F1 and F2 are 17 Newton and 3 Newton respectively. Determine the angle between them when their resultant is root 149 Newton. See, the greatest and least resultants, that is your forces are unknown. That is, you have two forces F1 and F2, but we don't know where it is drawn because we don't know the inclination. So let it be here itself, separated by an angle theta, and you have the equation like R is equal to root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. The resultant force can have many values depending upon theta. So the greatest resultant force is 17. Let me write R max as 17 and R minimum, the least force they have given us 3. Okay, so only theta decides the magnitude of resultant. So when this complete equation becomes maximum, when cos theta is equal to a maximum value, and cos theta maximum value is positive 1. Okay, so we can write it as F1 square plus F2 square plus 2 F1 F2, which is of the form root of f1 plus f2 the whole square, isn't it? So this is simply f1 plus f2. So I can write it as the R max, the resultant R max or the maximum resultant force is just the addition of your two forces, okay? And that R max is going to be 17. So f1 plus f2 is going to be 17, okay? And similarly, you can have like R minimum is equal to root of f1 square plus f2 square. Please say when this cos theta becomes minimum. At that point of time only your minimum resultant force occurs. Okay. So cos theta's minimum value is -1. So I can write as minus 2 f1 f2 because cos theta value is -1. So here we can say that this is f1 minus f2 the whole square. Okay. So this is like f1 minus f2. So if two vectors are simply subtracted, you will get your resultant minimum resultant value. Okay, and f1 minus f2 here in this question it is 3. Okay, now you got two expressions like f1 minus f2 equal to 3 and f1 plus f2 equal to 70. Let me add both equations. So f1 plus f1 becomes 2f1 and minus f2 plus f2 cancels off and 3 plus 17 is 20. So you get as f1 is equal to 10 Newton and your f2 value will be, what is your f2 value? F2 value 10 minus 7, it must be f2 value is equal to 7 Newton. Okay, so these are your two forces. Now it is asked that determine the angle between them, that is between your forces 10 Newton and 7 Newton if the resultant is root 149. So you just need to find the angle or theta. Okay. You need to find the angle theta. So R is root 149 is equal to, what is your f1 square? That is 10 square plus f2 square is 7 square plus 2 into f1 into f2, that is 2 into 10 into 7, that is 140 cos theta, which is root of 149 is equal to root of 100 plus 49, 149 plus 140 cos theta. So solving, squaring both sides, you get 149 equal to 149 plus 140 cos theta. Now this must be 0. Okay, only then 149 becomes equal to your RHS. So 140 cos theta must be 0, which means cos theta equal to 0 or theta is 90 degree. So 90 degree is your final answer. Answer is 90 degree. Okay, so that's all for today's session. If you got any doubts, please do comment below, and if you like the session, please like, share and subscribe the video. And till we meet in the next class, this is Meenu signing off. Thank you and take care.